Today's episode is brought to you by DAX Copilot from Microsoft. To learn about how DAX Copilot can help you reduce burnout and restore the joy of practicing medicine, visit aka.ms/knock-knock-hi. That's aka.ms/knock-knock-hi.
Knock, knock. Hi.
Good day to you all. Welcome to Knock Knock Hi with the Glauc. I am Dr. Glauc, also known as Will Flannery.
I'm Lady Glauc, also known as Kristin Flannery.
Decided to wear my face today.
That's just really
Those
arrogant.
Of you who are watching on our YouTube channel. Why? It's
person
Jonathan.
wearing their own face on their shirt.
Our daughter said that because this has been hung up like the first
shirt.
It's like the first shirt in my closet.
Yeah.
She said it scares her every time she walks by it. So, this is my face just staring at her.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the, I sent it to you as a text, but as a group text, you probably ignored it. But there was a baby. Somebody sent us a video of their baby, probably like about one, I'd say, maybe a little bit older. And they had trained their baby to do the Jonathan nod.
You're kidding me.
He says, "What does Jonathan do?" And then the baby's like,
"Can you?" Okay, I need to see this video. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, send it.
I already sent it to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
God.
Is that a text?
Yes.
Well, you know how I am.
I know.
Are you okay? How many texts are unread on your phone right now?
2 because I'm saving them because I need to do something about them.
2?
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
There are 2 types of people in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
But don't ask me about how many emails I have unread.
See, but that's surprising to me because I feel like it should carry over from text to email.
It used to. I just got really burned out on email specifically.
So what is it about text? You don't get burned out on text? 'Cause
Those
you don't
are
get as
all
many?
people I know for the most part, and it's usually not someone asking me to do something.
Okay.
Email is 100% of the time someone asking you to do something.
All right. Guess how many unread texts I have right now?
192.
416.
Yeah.
Would that just like set off your anxiety? Like how would you feel if that was Would you have to- would you
they're
have to,
yours,
like-
so I don't care. But
well, yeah, but if it was like
at that point, I would just burn it down and start over. Like, there's no catching up.
oh, it is. I just go through and just click on each conversation, but you don't actually have to read it all.
That's but I just delete them all. You're never going to read them
like,
anyway.
But do you have, because you have anxiety, do you have like, is it like a compulsion to read every text that comes by? Like, because surely you're
No.
like doing things when people text you.
Uh-huh. Well,
How do you remember to go back and read them all? Because that's my
the
problem.
notification.
Like I'm working, I'm operating or something, and
Mhm.
like I just, I never have time. I just forget to see it, and then I just end up with 416 messages that are unread.
Well,
Sorry
if
to all the people, all my friends and family who are texting me.
especially your wife.
Well, I mean, then this is what happens. We have a conversation. You tell me a thing that you texted me.
See,
and
now
then,
that triggers me because then it's like you rely on me to do your work for you, and I already have enough work of my own.
that's true. Let's not start off on a bad note here. We're
The
doing.
whole point was it was a cute baby doing the
I can't
Jonathan
wait.
nod.
I love it. I'd send me all the babies doing all the characters, and I want a baby version of Glauc and General Hospital where all the
Nice.
babies are dressed. There's like a neurologist baby. There's an ortho baby. If I had access to a lot of babies, this is what I would do with them.
I know you would.
I would dress
I
them
don't
up.
doubt it.
And it would be awesome, and you all would love it.
Be very cute. How can you go wrong with babies? The only thing you could do that might even top it, maybe not, would be puppies.
Yeah, I think babies would be
Personally,
be better.
babies would be cuter to
How about
me, but a lot
cats?
of people like puppies.
How about cats?
Maybe kittens, yeah.
Okay, if you guys haven't guessed yet, this is a Glauc Talk episode. We don't have anything like real serious to talk about, but I do have a handful of topics that I find interesting because we haven't gotten to like sit and talk where we like lock our kids outside of the
Yeah,
office.
that's why we do this podcast, is because it's our excuse to hang out with each other where the kids cannot interrupt.
Well, you gave me that. You just said that before we sat down because we're recording this. This is the first episode we've recorded together, I think, without our producers present.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like we're doing all this.
Because we're doing it in the evening.
Yes, we're doing it on our own.
Mm-hmm.
We're recording everything appropriately, I think.
I hope.
But we're also like, it's the end of the day. I'm kind of tired. I operated today. You worked all day. And so I was like, oh God, okay, we gotta do this episode. And then you were like, what are you talking about? Like, we never get to like just have an excuse to like kick the kids out of a room and just like chat with each other.
Yeah.
And you're right. And so this is great. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm trying to bond with our cats.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. Okay, so
have we talked about that?
No, not on the podcast.
Okay.
So we don't have to go through like the zoo that our house is.
Origin
but
stories.
The point is we now have 2 kittens.
Yes.
One for each of our kids. And that wasn't initially the plan. We rescued them, and they seem like good kittens. This is my first experience with catdom.
Cat.
Cat.
I was about to say ownership, but I feel like there's a contingency of people that would not prefer that term.
We own these cats. What are you talking about?
We bought them. Yeah.
They are our cats.
Yeah.
We are responsible.
Yes.
Financially.
We're their guardians.
And emotionally for cats.
That feels better. We are their guardians.
The guardians of our cats. What are their names? It's
Athena and Calliope.
Calliope. Okay. Very, we call him Cal. Cal.
Our children named them.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I would never come up with something as creative as Calliope, which is apparently a Greek
They're
something.
Both Greek goddesses, yes.
Gotcha.
Calliope, according to our daughter, is the goddess of music and poetry.
Totally looks like a Calliope. So,
you know what I find funny is that the cats that belong to each girl match not only the appearance of the girl in terms of like coloring and things.
Like the hair and everything.
Right, but also personality.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's so funny.
So I'm struggling with this. This is the first time in my life I have owned cats, that I've had cats be part of our family, of my family. I didn't grow up with cats. I grew up with a couple different dogs. How do you be friends with cats? I don't get it. I don't get cats. I go into the room because right now we're like very slow because we have a big dog. So we're like slowly introducing them to the house. So they've been mostly right now in like our laundry room. I go in there and they clearly like don't really give a shit about me.
Well, that is a characteristic feature of cats. Sure.
I'm not used to that.
You're used to people adoring you.
No, not people. Okay, all right. Yeah.
You walked right into it. I had to take it.
But no, our dog, he's so happy. He's like snorting.
Dogs are very enthusiastic and
just kind of like just dumb a little bit.
Yeah.
Cats, they like they're thinking, and that bothers me. I don't like it.
There's a little bit creepy.
Yeah, and it's like it seems like they could not care less whether I'm in the room or not.
That's funny because when I go in the room, do you know what they do?
What?
They immediately run to me and get in my lap.
Well, it's probably because you sit down and I stand there and I say, "How do you do?"
Yeah, that could be where you're going wrong.
Is that I don't know how to interact with them. I don't know.
Did you try to shake their paws?
I will say that I did not do that. They would not have let me. I did play with the laser pointer. They love that thing. Yeah, that's really fun. Laser pointer with the cats.
Yeah, nothing better.
That's really fun.
That is one of the top 10 experiences on planet Earth.
Also, like the second time I went in to interact with these cats, one of them was taking a dump.
Yeah.
And
they do that.
I was shocked. Because I have only seen my pet dogs take dumps out in the yard.
Yeah.
Cats are very clean. They like instinctively know this is where I need to poop.
Correct.
In the litter box.
Yeah.
And it smells bad.
It is surprising. Such a small cat. They're still kittens.
Tiny little cat. It's awful.
And it smells so bad. It's a huge smell coming out of a tiny little body.
And so I now like recognize that like litter box is like a specific scent.
Yeah.
That's not pleasant. Other than that, I'm fine with the cats.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch.
They are fun.
We'll see. I'm not gonna call myself a cat person though. I'm not gonna go that far.
You can be a dog person and a cat person.
I don't know if you can.
You can.
Can you?
Sure. You can do whatever you want.
I don't know if I feel comfortable like that.
Why? Do you feel like you're betraying the dogs?
A little bit.
But the dogs also want you to have the cat
Well,
because they want to go after it.
Would absolutely eat the cat whole.
Yes. I think that's what his instinct is to do.
And so I don't know, maybe our listeners can help us figure out how to introduce the two, because they're very Tom and Jerry.
They are.
In a cat dog way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
we just have to train the dog. Like he'll learn.
The dog, so the cats I think need to be a little bit bigger, and then they can gang up on the dog.
Correct.
And show the dog who's boss.
And they're not afraid to do that. And it hurts if they scratch you.
I think he needs it.
I think so too.
He's been, king of the house for a while.
He needs to be put in his place.
He needs to be knocked down a notch safely, but still, I would welcome.
We're not going to set them up for a fight. We're just going to let nature take its course. It sounds like we're running an animal ring here.
We'll do it responsibly. How's that?
There's a method, is what I'm saying. There's a method to the madness.
Figure it out. Where I'm taking cues from all you guys who have owned cats. You've had how many cats in your life?
I don't even know.
Would you say you've had more cats than dogs?
No, that'd be a tough call. I have always lived in a zoo. Essentially, it's because of my mother. Yeah. And now my mother is living with us again, and so here we are back in a zoo.
Yeah, we came home and there was we didn't even talk about the third cat.
Yeah, there's another cat.
That found its way into our house. I don't even.
Oh no, that's a fourth cat.
Oh yeah. Oh, the third one is a stray that comes by and just eats food.
I was considering the third one the other cat that is ours.
I don't even. Listen, it's just too many cats. It's just we are outnumbered.
Do you know how this started? It started as I wanted a single barn cat.
Yeah, we have a barn
to hunt mice. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Our kids had been asking for a cat for forever, and I was like, sure, as long as it's in the barn and it's catching mice and it's earning its keep and it doesn't come in the house and shed everywhere, I'm fine with that. And that turned into 3 cats somehow. That's my mother, I'm telling you. That is the effect that she has.
And this third cat, which is an older cat, it's older than the kittens. It's like
not by much. It's also still just kind of a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our youngest daughter named the cat Mr.
Yeah. I love that.
Just Mr. So we're just like, we go outside, Mr. But then cats don't come when you call them. They don't care. So see, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. All right, we can be done talking about cats.
Sick of the cat talk.
All right. I've so this evening before we started recording, I took our daughter to basketball practice. She is in the 4th grade kind of rec league, and they're still at the age where I love the names they choose for their teams. Absolutely love it. So this is the same child that their soccer team that she was with before she took a
I think it was
break.
Like kindergarten. They picked
kindergarten to 3rd grade. Jelly Bean Tigers. Lovely name. Love it. The Jelly Bean Tigers. Do you know what their basketball team name is?
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. I really think that our kid had a strong part to play in choosing that name. But you probably don't know what I heard. Because I was watching practice tonight. Mm-hmm. I heard all the names of their plays.
They're all food related.
They are.
All at the game this weekend. You were out of town, so you didn't get to see it.
Hot dog.
2
hot dog.
Both teams, not interacting with each other at all before this. All their plays on both teams are food. Pizza, donut.
We got hot dog.
Hot dog.
We got waffle.
Oh yeah, waffle. I liked that one.
Yeah, waffle's good.
That one made me hungry.
Yeah, waffle. We got spaghetti.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what they pull out next week.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So that's not going to last very, very much longer because they get older and
soon they're going to be like various animals.
The falcons. Yeah. The tigers, whatever. Boring. Go back to let's have some adult teams that name themselves Jelly Bean Tigers.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Come on.
A little whimsy.
Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
All right. We can't let this recording today go long. You know why?
Why?
Because there's a new episode of Severance.
Oh,
So let's take a break. I want to come back and tell you about this show.
okay.
Hey, Kristin.
Yeah.
I've got some friends I'd like you to meet.
I see that. You seem a little too friendly with them, I have to say.
Aren't they cute?
Sure.
With the little beady eyes
Uh-huh.
and their little hands. Are they hands? The claws?
I don't know.
Appendages.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, it works.
But anyway, they'd like to say hi.
Okay.
They'd like to say hi.
Okay. Wonderful.
Look, the one's sticking around.
It sure is.
All right.
Right on my mic.
These little guys are Demodex,
Mhm.
and they live on your eyelashes.
Yeah.
And they can cause flaky, red, irritated eyelids.
See, that's not cool.
You just
That's
kind of
a
want to
party foul.
rub them.
Mm-hmm. You're not welcome here if you're going to do that.
And it's caused sometimes by these little guys.
Yep, that's rude.
Demodex blepharitis. But you shouldn't get grossed out by this.
Okay.
All right, you got to get checked out.
Yes, get checked out.
To find out more, go to eyelidcheck.com. Again, that's EYELID check.com for more information about these little guys and Demodex blepharitis. Okay, Severance.
Okay. Now, it's important to set the context here. Though I am aware of it, I have not watched Severance because as we have established many times, I just don't have much time to watch TV. I'm doing other things.
Yeah, right.
So I miss a lot of it. But you watch a lot of it.
I watch a decent amount of TV before bed. Probably what I should not do. I should probably be reading a book or something. But whatever. I'd like to turn my brain off and just kind of. Except this show, I can't really turn my brain off because it's very stimulating. All
I
right.
want to watch it. It sounds great.
Well, and Kristin's also the type of person that she loves to come in kind of mid-season.
I don't love it.
Mid-movie.
It's just what happens. Then I say,
what's going on?
Do they love each other?
Who's that?
I think they love each other.
You're people make fun of you, not you specifically, but your type of person.
Oh, I know.
I
don't do it at like the theater or something.
Well, I'd hope not because you're sitting there watching from the beginning.
Right.
So anyway.
So I'm not that bad.
Okay, Severance.
Okay.
This is like my new obsession. This show is wild.
Okay.
So it's season 2, and the first season aired like 3 years. It took them 3 years to get to season 2 because of like strikes and stuff, whatever. But finally came out with season 2. All right, can I tell you do you know the premise?
Yeah, I think so. They are one person on the outside, and then they have agreed to sever some connection in their brain to where they don't remember their outside life as soon as they step into work, and then they're a different person.
They're outies
when they're
and
at work.
innies.
Yeah, that's funny.
They call them outies and innies. Yes. And do you remember the show Lost?
Mm-hmm.
This makes me feel like I felt watching Lost. Like lots of mystery.
Like at the beginning when it was really good.
Yeah, whenever it was like, oh my God, why is there like a portal down in the center of the earth? Why are there polar bears? Why is there a smoke monster? All these things with Lost. Well, it's like kind of the same thing. And like there's all kinds of I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but it's oh man. It's it's so good, and I'm like keeping myself from going online and looking at like all the theories because people are way too smart and they like
they'll figure it out.
They figure things out.
That's what I do when I watch it. I figure it out, and then I ruin it for you.
Yeah.
And then you're mad because I just came in 4 minutes ago and you've been invested in this thing.
You're also the queen of reading the ending of a book before you start it. Can you imagine, folks? Reading.
Some people out there can, I'm sure. I'm not the only one.
What's the psychology behind that?
Anxiety.
Really, that's all it is.
Yeah. I need to know where we're going so that I can not be emotionally devastated along the way and stressed out.
So
the suspense is too much.
But doesn't it? Okay, so it's this. You don't because you already have enough anxiety in your life.
I live on that already.
Why do you need to watch a suspenseful?
So I just want to know.
Or read a
it doesn't have to be a happy ending, whatever. I just want to know what it is. I just want to know where we're headed.
See, I can't relate to that because I would immediately lose the motivation to read the book if you knew how it ended.
Like you don't like reading to.
Well, yeah, sure, but like if you already know like the climax, like how many pages are you reading?
Listen,
in the
I
end?
don't.
Like,
I don't know all the details. I just kind of skim to see like, okay,
words like
names,
death, dying.
yeah, and like,
sad.
is this character still here? Stuff like that. I don't read like the last chapter or something. I'm just skimming, just kind of getting a sense, except for when I Wikipedia it ahead of time. But that's more with movies.
So like a book about our life story,
Mm-hmm.
an imaginary book that was about everything that's happened with us.
Mm-hmm.
Would you skip ahead? You'd read the beginning. You'd go to the end, make sure that she actually does save him.
Yeah, probably.
from a cardiac arrest.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you didn't save me?
That's
You
all
read
right.
that.
I just need to know.
You just need to know.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm not going to read this because the dude dies in the end.
No. It's just I want to know what I'm in for.
I still don't quite get it. It's like it's the journey. It's like
you don't get this the way I don't get why people like horror.
why people want to know how it ends before it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. You got
Those
me on
feel
that
like
one.
opposite sides of the same coin, though.
We are opposites
like
in
I
a lot
don't
of
want
ways.
to be scared. I'm already scared.
How did we find each other?
I don't know. AOL Instant Messenger.
We do we do compliment each other quite well though.
Yeah.
And man, I say it every time you mention AOL Instant Messenger. I wish we still had those conversations.
I know. I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
They're probably not as good as we remember.
Oh, they're probably
We'd
not.
probably cringe.
Oh yeah, a lot of cringe going on, and just
It'd be fun to show them to our teenager though. Speaking of
what
cringing.
she would do. All right, I've got another update from this week for you. I'm not quite sure how to tell you this.
Okay, love these.
Earlier this week, I received a marriage proposal.
Mm-hmm.
You're not surprised.
Well,
do you want me to tell you who it was?
Go on.
You're like nodding along, like this is normal. Yes. Well, some deranged
Nothing
fan.
in our life
I don't know.
is normal.
No. So when I'm doing cataract surgery, obsessed with cataract surgery. So we give people. We don't put people to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
We just put them like under light sedation. So it's like 2 glasses of wine. Okay. Have you ever had a procedure like that where they gave you just a little bit and then probably maybe dental stuff?
Maybe.
Yeah, because you weren't put to sleep for like any kind of dental procedures.
I've had oral surgery and I was put to sleep for that.
Okay. Well, anyway, so people are not, they're not supposed to fall asleep, but after 2 glasses of wine, some people fall asleep.
I have a question though. You're doing cataract surgery, so you're taking out their lens.
Yes.
So can they see anything?
No.
Like they still have light sensitivity though, so they can
hear
just
me.
see like shadows.
They see.
I know. I'm just curious.
Oh, they see lights and colors. It's psychedelic light show. I have people that are taken back to the time when they were doing
on LSD. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like it's like jogging memories for people.
Yeah.
So it's like a form of.
And they've had 2 glasses of wine essentially, so they tell you all about it.
Oh, that's the thing. So people will the people that don't try to fall asleep on you, they will sometimes be very quiet. Some people are so nervous they just don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get very talkative. They're telling
probably
jokes.
Also because they're nervous.
Some of them maybe, but telling jokes, sometimes very inappropriate jokes,
Sure.
And everybody in the operating, we just kind of, we all know what the thing is. You can't. It's hard to hold things against people. You can't really hold things against people unless
they're drugged,
unless they're out of control, like abusive. But I've never seen that happen. Most people get kind of happy,
right?
And so what was I talking about?
The marriage proposal.
That's right, the marriage proposal. So anyway, I had a patient today. Not today. It was a couple days ago, but had her 2 glasses of wine. And it was very talkative, talking to me. And as soon as I finished taking out the cataract,
so no lens.
No lens in the eye, but it doesn't really matter what stage it is. But yeah, no lens in the eye. She doesn't.
I just wanted to know how clearly she could see you when she proposed.
No, you can't. No, she couldn't see me at all. She could just. She was getting a psychedelic light show.
Okay.
That's what it is. And I guess all of that together prompted her to say, "Will you marry me?"
Just out of the blue.
It was like at the end, she was telling some story, and then she's like, "I'm just so happy. Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness. Poor lady.
What do you think about that?
Well,
Jealous?
no. I'm not threatened in any way for multiple
Okay, well,
reasons.
can I also tell you that I've received multiple inquiries
Mhm.
about my relationship status.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, all right. Good
Mhm.
for you.
I'm just saying, if ever we were to not be married anymore,
Mhm.
I would have a slew of women in their 70s and 80s who would be willing to talk.
Mhm. I bet. Real popular with the grandmas.
So I'm just saying. So anyway, that was the first
I've
marriage
never had
proposal
a
I'd
marriage
received.
proposal, but I do get like a similar situation.
When you're doing
Old
surgery?
men at the grocery store. It's very
Oh no.
specific.
Oh really?
Old men and always at
What
the
do they
grocery
say?
store. They don't say anything. What they do
They
is
see you picking out the
they lurk,
cucumbers.
they stare.
Mm.
Yeah. You just get ladies know. You get
How
a vibe.
how is it like easy? Like do you like is it like a spidey sense
Yeah.
type of
Yes,
thing?
because it feels threatening. So you're
I'm sure does he think that that you don't notice him looking at you?
probably.
Do you think that's a common thing with men? Do you think that
That's a good question. Do they think we don't notice, or do they just think that they're entitled to it, or do they think that we should be flattered by it? I don't know.
no, I mean, I don't think you should be flattered by it.
No, I'm saying, do the men think that?
Oh,
So they're
God.
just not
Like
ashamed.
it's
because,
flattering to you
Yes.
for me to leer at you.
Right.
Well, next time, tell me where the old men are looking. Is it produce?
No, here's the thing. It's never when
Where is
you don't like for me to get off on like my tangents or my soapboxes, but then you set me up. It's never
of
when
course,
you're
this is what this
with
is for.
me.
It's a podcast, everyone. Go
It's
ahead.
never when you're with me. It's
Okay.
never when any man is with me.
Because I'm a big imposing guy.
Because you're a man. And there's this sense of, oh, she's his.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna. They'll respect the man.
Right.
But not when I'm alone.
How old are we talking about?
Oh,
Like senior citizen.
no, not quite. Like late 50s, 60s.
Okay.
It's a little disappointing because they used to be younger. So really now I just feel like I've gotten old.
Do they ever say anything?
Occasionally they try to like come up and be friendly and like make a joke, like a really cheesy usually, and I'm just like, hey, yeah, and then go try to
Do you
leave.
say, I am Lady Glaucomflecken,
I do
sir?
not.
How dare you?
No.
This is a soapbox that I'll be getting into later today when I record
I will
with
be
my
talking about you on my
husband.
podcast.
What's a podcast? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fine.
It's like every time you go?
It's not necessarily every time,
No.
but often. It's happened on numerous occasions.
Have you ever felt like scared for your life?
Yeah. Not at the grocery store.
No.
That's more in like, for example, one time I was walking from a parking lot into my workplace, which was about a block or two away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 7 a.m, mind you. Like, it's not.
Those grad school days?
No, maybe it's more like 8 a.m. Point is, it's first thing in the morning. Everybody's getting to work. It's not like it's the middle of the night or something. So I'm walking along, and then there's a part where there's an alley, but it's not like a creepy alley. It's just like this is a connection between these two streets. And walked it all the time, just fastest way there. And one day there was a truck coming down because it was wide enough to drive through. And a truck was coming down, and there was a man in it. I think it was just one man. And he, truck is tall. So I'm very short. And so he's above me, literally. And then he like catcalled, and so when I'm in those situations, what I do is I try to look really angry, just grouchy. And then I've always got like my key between my fingers or something like that. So I was putting on like a grouchy face to try to discourage anything. And he just goes, "Smile, beautiful," from his window as I'm walking to work. Like, it just felt gross and scary.
And where he was in relation.
Yeah, I mean,
to
he's
you.
he's already. Most men are taller and stronger than me, so that's already.
But you're good
threatening.
You're good at the twisting.
Oh yeah, they don't know what they're trying to. They don't know what they'd be in for. I'm very scrappy.
You use torque to your advantage.
I will fight so dirty. Nothing is off limits.
And the few times I've tried to wrestle you, I can sense that.
It's all I've got.
I gotta tap out sometimes. I'm afraid of how far you'll take it.
Yeah. But listen,
Man.
this happens to most females. This is not unique.
Well, on that note, let's take a break.
Okay.
While we were on break, you showed me the video of the little baby.
Yeah.
Being Jonathan.
Yeah.
And just like
So
legit,
cute.
just.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny.
Got it down, the Jonathan nod.
Because it was like a 2 year, like not even a 2 year old.
I think it's like 1 year somewhere
like 15
in there.
months, something like that. And it's young enough where the kid, it's still at the age where the head's just really heavy.
Yeah.
And so it was like he was like slingshotting his head forward to use momentum from this giant, heavy noggin.
I mean, I
Very
give
cute.
it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was a good
That
impression.
was a fantastic head nod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So what heroes do I have for you? Some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
So I thought we could do this. Maybe we can learn a thing or two about each other by doing stuff
Is
like
that
this.
possible anymore?
I don't know. I mean, we've been married for 15 years now.
Yeah.
Yes,
15.
15 and change. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Rapid fire questions. Get to know your wife edition. You have a long flight and have to choose between window, aisle, or middle seat. Which would you choose?
It's a long flight?
Long flight.
Daytime or nighttime?
So, I could tell this is going to go really well.
Am I with my kids or not?
You're by yourself. You're on a long flight. Date into night.
Day into night.
Day into night.
Okay.
It's not a red eye.
Window. Because I might get sleepy and then I can rest my head.
I knew you were going to choose window.
Otherwise, if there's no need to sleep during it, then aisle.
Okay. You can only watch 3 movies for the rest of your life. What are those movies?
Oof. I can't even think of any movies.
All right, let's do one then. One movie.
A movie. Okay, this is like old. It's going to date me again, but.
Stepmom?
Yes.
I knew it.
Uh-huh. It's just a classic from a formative time in my life. Right? Like early teenagehood when that came out.
Yeah.
And so it's just a nice comfort movie. Same with My Best Friend's Wedding, same era. Just one of those that you watched a whole bunch of times and you could memorize the lines and stuff just from how many times you'd seen it.
Yeah.
So that would, if I have to watch something a bazillion times, I would want it to be something that is like a comfort movie.
What happened in Stepmom? Someone became a stepmom?
Yes. Julia Roberts became a stepmom.
Oh, it's Julia Roberts.
To the children of Ed Harris and Susan Sarandon.
Oh, my. Some star power here.
Yeah, it was good. It was
it
a big
like a legit
movie when it came out. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then I guess for a third, I would add Contact.
Ooh.
Because that was also a little bit earlier than those, but also in that really formative time. And it was like such a different movie than anything I'd seen before.
Mm-hmm.
That one was cool.
You know what mine would be? Interstellar.
Yeah.
I love that
movie. That's this generation.
And
same deal as Contact.
Like
yeah.
That's the movie.
Both written by Carl Sagan.
What?
I'm pretty sure Carl Sagan wrote.
No,
maybe he didn't write Interstellar. He didn't. But he did write Contact.
Based on a book. Yeah, he did write.
Yeah.
He did write Contact.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, good choices, I guess. Stepmom,
Hey.
sure, go for it. Okay. Do you put your bills on autopay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely an autopay person.
100%. I don't want to think about that.
Milk before cereal or cereal
Oh,
before
no.
milk?
Cereal before milk. Sacrilege.
Right. Like who would do it the other way?
I don't know.
You splash everywhere.
Maniacs.
How do you even know how much
milk you're going to need?
It's like you're it's such a weird way of thinking because it's like you're thinking in your head, how much milk do I want?
Yeah.
And then because normally it's
Right.
like how much milk do I want?
And
then
then
you fill it with
cereal
cereal. I don't get
accordingly.
it. It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't.
This is making you
bothering me.
cringe.
Yeah. The producers are great for these questions, by the way. Okay. When you see a store having a sale,
Mhm.
do you see it as an opportunity to save money or an opportunity to spend money?
Generally save.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I would look for something that's like the stuff they're trying to get rid of because it's end of season,
Mhm.
and then I would just like store it until next year, and then I
Okay.
would have it. Then it's like a surprise twice because you buy it, so you get the dopamine rush of buying it in the first place, and then it just sits there for a year. You forget all about it, and then it comes back out a year later, and you're like, I've got a new sweater. Get that dopamine rush again.
Can't relate. I haven't bought clothes for myself in ages.
Do you still have clothes from college, or
Oh,
have we finally gotten through all of them?
I have a few things still from
yeah.
college. Well, most of them is like ultimate, like
Okay, that's fine
It's
because
like
that's sentimental.
ultimate frisbee teams I've
But
been
I'm
on.
talking like clothes you would wear on a daily basis.
Oh no. I do have 2 dress shirts that I still have from when I interviewed for med schools. Is that
Oy.
so that
Are
was
they,
yeah,
are they
I was in
express?
college. No. They were not. They're like nice.
Yeah.
But I still have them from med school, those interviews, and I actually just wore one for a keynote. like 2 weeks ago. It's still hanging in there because I don't wear it that often.
Right. It's like a special occasion one.
Because I remember it being very big when I bought it.
Yeah.
Like I would probably look like an idiot going to interviews wearing this thing.
Yeah.
But it was like just a little bit too big of a shirt. Now it's
Almost too
a
small.
little tight. All right. Let's see what else. What's in your travel bag? No, everything's in your travel bag.
I have, name it, which one? I've got compartmentalized.
Oh, maybe we should talk about how you, maybe that's a good question. How do you organize your travel bag?
All right.
Oh, no. Jesus. What's about to come out? All right, go for it.
Okay. Most of my travel is like weekend travel, like a business, there, do your thing, come back.
These are rapid fire questions, by the way. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, then don't ask me what's in my travel bag. That's not a rapid answer. I'll just shorten it by they're very organized, and I have versions for those weekend trips and then versions for longer trips.
My travel bag is, I just throw everything, like a pair of pants and a shirt.
Right. Not even underwear.
If it's just one day, I could power through. What are your thoughts on soup?
Gross.
No. I remember chicken noodle soup.
I
You eat chicken
can
noodle
eat
soup.
chicken noodle soup, yes. That's the only soup I can eat.
Ramen?
Is that a soup? I think of that as a pasta.
Ramen noodle soup.
It's not soup. It's not, or you don't
Yes,
say
it
soup.
is.
You don't say ramen noodle soup. That's chicken noodle soup.
You don't say ramen soup?
No. You say noodle.
I swear, I think the
I'm sure
packages
the
say
real
soup on
ramen,
it.
I'm sure real like Asian dishes are more soup-like.
It's pretty soup-like. There's just big things in it.
I guess. I don't know. It's a hybrid between pasta and soup.
Okay. They're still working on what's your go-to karaoke song?
Bitch by Meredith Brooks.
Okay. I'm surprised you have one.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get myself
You never
on.
went to karaoke. You were always studying
Oh,
in med school.
if you studied. Oh, yes, right. Well, no, you were working harder than I was.
Yeah, but we still, like, grad students know how to have fun. Med students just, like, study.
We know how to have fun. It's just that while we have fun, we're
We're also studying.
We're learning about the Krebs cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Your coworker's kid. All right, your coworker's kid comes into the office selling Girl Scout cookies. How do you react?
You buy some.
No, how do you react? Pretend I'm a Girl Scout selling cookies. How do you react to me? I walk into your office.
Well, okay, say something.
Would you like to buy some cookies?
Of course. What do you have?
See, my first thing that I would say would be, how did you get in here?
It's the coworker's child.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you have? What are the options?
I've got, they used to be called Caramel Delights, but because I'm a 39-year-old little girl, I got...
I want that cut into a blooper. I'm a 39-year-old little girl.
I don't remember the new name for the Caramel Delights.
Okay.
Samoas, that's what they are.
Oh. Yeah, that's
so
like the most popular.
We have Samoas.
Yeah.
Thin Mints.
Okay.
Lemon Drops. And Do-si-dos.
Okay.
Oh, no, we also have...
what about those chocolate ones?
Oh, Fruity Loos.
That is not... I think you're making these up.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I've been making them up for a while
Lemon
now.
Drops. That's a candy. I'll take 2 boxes of Samoas, please.
You're a Samoas fan.
Well, my husband likes them, and so I will get some
you don't
and
like
bring them
coconut.
to him.
You
Did
don't.
you hear? You're not listening to me, little girl.
Sorry, ma'am. Continue, please.
My husband likes them, so I can get some for him.
How many does he eat? 2's a lot of boxes.
No, it's not. It's just one more than one.
How big is your husband?
Freakishly large.
Really? You would describe me as freakishly large?
Freakishly tall.
Very gangly. Okay. Kind of cheap, but okay. You can have 2 boxes of cookies. I don't know.
You don't want me to buy 2 from a Girl Scout?
You're here in a nice office. I mean, it seems like you make a lot of money.
I'm employed. Oh, I should buy more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what's your goal? What are you going for?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sell me out. All of them.
I don't think I'll be doing that, but I'd go up to 5 boxes.
I hear your husband loves cookies. All right. I have a lot more scenarios, but we'll save it for next time.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell the audience? I always ask you that and you hate it.
Anything else you want to tell the audience?
I love you.
Oh, okay.
I love you all.
And he needs you to love him.
It's getting late. We're getting kind of punchy. A little bit punchy. No, we that's it for Glauc Talk. Thank you all for listening.
If you are still listening.
If you're still listening. we really enjoyed talking to you. Let us know what you thought. If you have any topics you want us to discuss on Glauc Talk or any of our other episodes, reach out to us. Lots of ways to hit us up. You can email us, knockknockhi@human-content.com. Visit us on social media channels, pretty much all of them.
All of them.
Can't think of a one we're not on.
Not all of them.
Discord.
All the major ones. We'll put it that way. We're not on, what's the Trump one? We're not on that one.
Truth Social.
Yeah, we're not on that one.
You won't find Dr. Glauckenflecken on Truth Social.
No.
Hang out with us and our Human Content Podcast family on Instagram and TikTok at Human Content Pods. Thanks to all the listeners leaving feedback and reviews. We love those. Full video episodes are up every week on our YouTube channel. We got to tell them about that.
Yeah.
At Glauckenfleckens.
That's right.
All the episodes are there. Lots of cool perks over on Patreon. Bonus episodes where we react to medical shows and movies. You can hang out with other members of our wonderful little community.
And we are adding even more perks very shortly. Probably by the time this airs, they will be live.
Early ad-free episode access, interactive Q&A, live stream events, special secret perks coming up. Patreon.com/Glauckenflecken or go to Glauckenflecken.com. Speaking of Patreon community perks, new member shout out.
Yep.
Phil R., Jennifer S., Diana K., Jean M., and Johnny B. Thank you all for being patrons. And obviously, we have to shout out the Jonathans.
Of course.
As usual.
Yeah.
So,
there's something we gotta say. before we can do that.
Oh, that's right. We have had a Jonathan sponsor on Patreon for a long time. Somehow we missed the name and have not been including it whenever I shout out the Jonathans.
Yes, an egregious oversight.
So, Shawnee D, I am so sorry, Shawnee D. Shawnee D. You are a valued member of our Patreon community, Shawnee D. And so we will never forget to say your name, Shawnee D, ever again, Shawnee D. That said, shout out to the Jonathans. Patrick, Lucia C, Sharon S, Edward K, Stephen G, Shawnee D, Marion W, Mr. Granddaddy, Caitlin C, Brianna L, Shawnee D, Mary H, KL, Keith G, Jeremiah H, Parker, Muhammad L, Shawnee D, David H times 2, Kaylee A, Gabe, Gary M, Eric B, Shawnee D, Marlene S, Scott M, where was that?
Kelsey M.
Kelsey M. Oh, and Shawnee D, Joseph S, Dr. Hoover, Bubbly Salt, and you guessed it, Shawnee D. Thank you all for being Jonathans. Patreon Roulette, random shout out to someone on the emergency medicine tier. Kelly G, thank you for being a patron, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
And thanks again for listening. We're your hosts, Will and Kristin Flannery. One day I'll say Kristin and Will Flannery. Ooh, that sounds not great. Kristin and Will Flannery. Our executive producers are Will Flannery, Kristin Flannery, Aaron Corney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brick. Editor and engineer Jason Portiz. Our music is by Omer Benzvi. You want to take us out?
It was going so well, and now I'm mad at you.
Oh, what?
Knock Knock Hi is a human content production.
Also, to learn about our Knock Knock High's program disclaimer, ethics, policies, mission verification, licensing terms, and release terms, go to glaucandflaken.com or reach out to us, knockknockhi@human-content.com with questions, concerns, or fun medical puns. Knock Knock Hi is a human content production.
Knock, knock, goodbye.
Hey, Kristin, how's the eye contact with your doctor?
Like when I go in for a visit and we're having a conversation, it's hit or miss. You know, sometimes they look at you, but a lot of the time they're looking at their computer because they have to write down all the things.
You're a big eye contact person.
I am. It's a pet peeve if you're not making eye contact when someone is talking.
You've told me several times.
Many, many times.
You know what would help, though?
What?
DAX Copilot from Microsoft.
That would help.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, you're right.
Reduces administrative burden, lets physicians focus on patients, make that eye contact, form a connection.
That's right.
Not having to look at the computer all the time.
Right.
90% of patients say their physician spends less time at a computer when they're using DAX Copilot.
That's what I want.
It's a big deal. 85% of patients say their physician is more focused with DAX Copilot. You like focus.
Sure.
Focus on you, focus on the patient.
Focus on the problem.
That's right. Learn about how DAX Copilot can help you reduce burnout and restore the joy of practicing medicine. Visit aka.ms/knockknockhi. That's aka.ms/knockknockhi. Thanks for watching the episode. You can find more on that playlist over there. If you prefer to listen or you just had your eyes dilated, you can binge full episodes wherever you get your podcasts. Or join the party over on Patreon, where you get early access episodes, hang out with us, get lots of exclusive bonus content. Hope you subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think.